if it should erupt. I'll clean my face with dust, circle around again and sleep. My wrists are untied, always this way, left in the center of this volcano. Talk about getting up, well this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it.
Destroyed bridges and homes and buried much of the North Toutle River Valley in volcanic debris. Due to the direction of the wind that day, Tacoma was not affected by the eruption, and it was eastern Washington that was buried ash instead. As the 1980s progressed, St. Helens became less active and was quiet for about 2 decades before awakening again in 2000. I found that living on the periphery of a natural disaster as it plays out is when you need perspective and appreciation of each other compared to the realities of the disaster. It makes me realize that mercy of nature.
Standing on the edge, sweet and warm.
May 18, 1980, Mount St. Helens, located 95 miles south of Seattle, Washington, erupted. The eruption was triggered by an earthquake centered beneath the mountain that measured 5.1 on the Richter scale. The lateral blast swept out the north side of Mount St. Helens at 300 miles per hour. With temperatures as high as 660 degrees Fahrenheit and the power of 24 megatons of thermal energy, it snapped 100-year-old trees like toothpicks and stripped them of their bark. Before the famous eruption at Mount St. Helens, scientists were mostly familiar with slow-acting examples of geologic change. But at Mount St. Helens, geologists watched Earth's surface change quite rapidly. Icebergs were buried in hot avalanche material that melted and formed badlands and mountains. Eruptions on May 18 and June 10 produced fine layers in hours. On June 10, mudflows cut zigzag canyons, soft sand, perpendicular side canyons. Canyons that are reminiscent of the geography of Grand Canyon, only 40 times smaller and clearly produced within hours. Mud flows over the following decade cut hundreds of feet into solid rock in just days of cutting time. Fallen trees formed a log mat on the surface of Spirit Lake and dropped bark to the bottom of the lake, accumulating up to 3 feet of bark peat in just a couple years. And vertically floating logs sinking to the bottom of the lake resulted in buried trees in only a decade, similar to the trees of Yellowstone's fossil forest, which are also buried in volcanic layers. Even though Mount St. Helens is a very small catastrophe compared to the flood or the major catastrophes immediately following the flood, it provides a better clue to what happened in those times than the slow geologic processes which are most commonly seen in the present.
Generating landscapes. So the important take-home message is that satellite imagery are the rarest land indeed far rarer than old growth. Yet we put so much emphasis on old growth and really have given short shrift to these other very important habitats at the other end of the successional sequence. We need to give more thought and consideration to how we approach the post-management of large natural disturbances. Our natural tendency following catastrophic wildfire is to run in and
That makes shield volcanoes don't wanna hurt nobody, except when the lava gets too close to the people who live on the coastline. Shield volcanoes.